What happens when you try to get out of deployment as a joke? I jokingly told the Army psychiatrist I was afraid of sand to avoid going to Afghanistan, and ended up getting transferred to a desert training facility in California for 6 months of sand exposure therapy. Our unit got deployment orders to Kandahar, and everyone was dreading it. During our pre-deployment briefing, they mentioned that anyone with serious psychological concerns should speak with the base psychiatrist. My buddy Martinez dared me to come up with the most ridiculous excuse possible to get out of deployment. "I bet you can't get out of this deployment," he said. "Watch me," I replied confidently. So I scheduled an appointment with Captain Williams, the base psychiatrist, thinking I'd waste his time with some absurd phobia claim. "What brings you in today, specialist?" Captain Williams asked. "Well, sir, I think I have a serious phobia that might affect my combat effectiveness." "What kind of phobia?" "I'm terrified of sand, sir. Like really terrified. It gets everywhere and I panic when I see large amounts of it." Captain Williams nodded seriously and took detailed notes. "This is called samophobia, fear of sand. It's a legitimate condition." "Wait, what? This was actually a real thing? Have you experienced panic attacks when exposed to sand?" he asked. I figured I was already committed to this ridiculous lie. "Yes, sir. Terrible panic attacks. Sweating, hyperventilating, the whole thing." "I see. Well, we can't have a soldier with severe samophobia deploying to a desert environment." My plan was working perfectly. "However," Captain Williams continued, "the Army has excellent treatment programs for phobias. We'll get you the help you need." That's when I realized I'd made a terrible mistake. Instead of staying home while my unit deployed, I got orders to the National Training Center at Fort Irwin, California, the middle of the Mojave Desert. "Congratulations, specialist," Captain Williams said with a smile. "You're going to spend 6 months in our specialized exposure therapy program." So while my unit went to Afghanistan for 9 months, I spent 6 months in the California desert doing therapeutic sand exercises with a counselor who made me touch sand, walk in sand, and sleep on sand every single day. The training was actually harder than deployment would have been. We did combat drills in 120-degree heat while I pretended to have panic attacks whenever sand got in my boots. When my unit returned from Afghanistan, they all had deployment patches and combat stories. I had a certificate of completion from Samophobia Treatment Program. Martinez couldn't stop laughing. "So how did your fake phobia work out?" "I learned that lying to Army psychiatrists always backfires spectacularly.